It's community things, shall we say? But yeah, it was 2 nights ago. It was just chatting, and I didn't know what the hell we were going to do. It started with the helmet cam, and
yeah.
Oh no, I beat 420. My Mandy's asleep upstairs. Harper is visiting.
Oh yeah, no,
Harper's supposed to be an ermine.
I'm a goblin.
What we have here is a gerbil. Mandy's the gerbil. By the way, my name's welcome to curtailedcomic.com. My name's Fox Keegan. The other half of it is Mandy Seeley, and tonight we have Harper as a guest.
Sup?
Just a little rat go, sup. The little rodent.
I am their horrible goblin friend. Usually some format of weasel. So
some kind of cat snake.
Yeah. My
we
favorite
do
is ermine, but
we do a bunch of goofy stuff here. Generally with just me experimenting with nonsense. For example, let me plug this in. And what you're looking at is a little Hot Wheels car. It's a neat little hot rod, right? And it's got a little camera on it. And on the other side is a battery. And this is just drone camera. These are just goofy stuff. You can ask Kettle. Kettle made the mistake of stopping by recently as well. And we'll find out that little things like this are just part of the stream so that you can get an idea of what we do here.
Crazy
and
bullshit.
The idea is I'd love to make it so that you guys could just drive this little car around. And we're going to make little dioramas, and some of the buildings are already around here somewhere. Anyway, I mean, you're looking at, well, you probably can't see it through that, but there's literally medieval armor over there. And I mean, there's a medieval helmet right there. You can see my chainmail down there with my boomer juice. There's the arming cap. Where the hell's the the transmitter needs moved on this. That's why you're getting a lot of interference. So I'm just going to cut it off right now. But yeah, I'll eventually get it away from the router and a bunch of other things that are interfering with it. But yeah, we don't just do variety gaming here. We just need help. We need to stop.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, Harper needs to get to sleep.
Yeah, I do. I'm driving tomorrow.
But people also don't generally want to stop when we're having fun. You know what? I didn't even use that thing enough that it needs to be recharged. I need all the lore. We need a wiki.
Is it lore or is it just bullshit?
What's the difference?
Ooh, good question.
How fast does it? Honestly, it goes too fast. That's part of the problem, is that it doesn't move at scale speed. So if you have a first-person view camera on a little micro car, for everybody else, they want it to move really fast because it's so small, so you want to see it move quickly. Trying to control it when it moves that fast at scale speed through the camera is ridiculously difficult, and I need to tweak them down. I want to turn the entire basement into a diorama and then have little cameras and stuff like that, because Mandy makes fun little things in scale. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool?
Mandy's very good at miniatures. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could have like little things that go through there, but also slow enough that you can actually control it? I didn't mean to make such a very specific impact on this community. It's too late. We're very impressionable, Kettle.
Dun, dun, dun.
Down the rabbit hole. Down the foxhole. Welcome to the foxhole. Buckle up. Buckle up. Hold on.
Maybe don't call it the foxhole.
Is this something else that I need to worry about?
Probably.
How is that any different from rabbit hole? Foxhole's at least war reference.
Hot dog guy.
Update on hot dog guy. We actually had a serious conversation about how it's not cool to eat an entire pack of communal hot dogs meant for the office. He was eating other people's hot dogs. He actually was sad, and it made me feel bad. You said he ate 14 hot dogs. You didn't say they belonged to the entire office. I thought he was just bringing in packages of hot dogs and just eating all of them.
I am learning
somehow.
too much too fast. I am learning too much too fast. Oh no.
Zalzabub was talking about having an intervention because of this. He was like, I have seen this man eat 14 hot dogs in 2 days and have been made aware that after work he has eaten more, and I'm thinking of having an intervention. I didn't know they belonged to the office. This place is like a car crash. No. We've upgraded to train wreck. This is a train, and it was carrying a bunch of dumpsters, and they're all on fire.
I was about to say, I think it really is more of a dumpster fire. Just the gradual reveal of not only is this guy eating 14 hot dogs they're meant for the office. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm too tired for this shit.
He silverbacked the rest of the office and nobody dared to try to sneak in.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'd only heard about the hot dog count, not the hot dog...
intent.
Yes.
The intent behind a hot dog is quite important. Oh, shit. Why is that so funny?
Because the gradual build-up of hot dog fuckery.
Yes, Blue Fox, you're right. The longer you look, the worse it fucking gets.
It's like you pull over to the side of the road, you look through the window, and then you're like, wait, what? And then you roll down the window, and then you're like, all right, hold up. And you turn off the car and get out, and then you're just like looking over you're like leaning on the hood and looking, and you're like, do I have a folding chair in the back? I think I have snacks too. Hold on. I'm gonna go over and get a little better look, and then suddenly you're helping.
Yeah. So
now you're a first responder. You're fucked.
It happened to a friend of mine where there was just a traffic stop, and he was like, what the fuck is going on? And so he kind of like was like, I'm tired of waiting, and he got out of his car, and there were a bunch of police there, and there was a farm truck, and he was like, so what's going on here? They're like, there's a cow, and we don't know how to deal with this. And he's like, I got you. He goes to the back of his truck and pulls out a feed bucket. And, like, because there's a cow just chilling in the middle of the road, and the police don't know what to do about it.
And they don't care.
They don't know.
Cows don't care.
Cows don't care. And literally he just lifts up the feed bucket, and the cow perks up and starts going over to him. And he, like...
No feed, by the way. You
no
just
feed
move
in
the
it.
bucket.
Just
It's all it
bucket.
takes.
Just bucket. And the cow goes over to him, he Pied Pipers it to where it's supposed to be. And, the police are like, how did you do that? He's like, bucket.
It's really all it takes. Like, horses are the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you do that? I grew up on a farm.
Appalachia things for real.
Hashtag
real.
just Appalachia things. Oh. But no, I'm gonna have to get back. Oh Christ, we have like 124 days to actually get enough gear to go fight. I used to be so good at this game.
You's gonna D, Andrew. You's gonna D.
There's recruits mission. No. It's not just the recruits missing. Can we upgrade yet? No, we need a clothing supply stall. Oh, I probably took it away from the tailor. The tannery can have a clothing supply stall. Oop. No, you don't work there anymore now. You work over here.
Welcome to feudalism.
Right? You're really good at digging up the stone. How do you feel about turning it into iron bars? Because we're going to need that here pretty soon. I think we're pretty good in oxen. I just saw a video recently of a cop. It was kind of the same thing where there's a deer in the middle of the road and it would not move. But it was a young, it was a young deer.
It was one of those like young ones where you're just like, you shit.
Yeah, get out of the road. And he'd like, you see him like, go. And then you think you'd walk up to this deer and it's just going to fucking go away.
It won't.
But it's stuck in the headlights. And he's like, well, I can't just turn off the headlights because oncoming cars and things. So he like tries to push it. It doesn't move. And then he's just like, and all of this is on the dash cam. And he's like, what the fuck do I do with this? Is this a deer? And he finally is just like,
what the fuck is this?
So he just leans over and he just picks up the deer and walks off with it. And he just walks off screen with this deer. And he's like, don't go back out in the road, I guess. Sets it down and gets back in his car.
So I was about to say, I don't know where this video was taken, but it was somewhere with a desert and camels, where there was a camel and her
Look at the microphone.
Fine.
There
There
you
was
go.
a camel and her what is a baby camel called? A calf. That's it. Not a cub, a calf. There was a camel and her calf in the road, and this guy driving the car just gets out, picks up the calf, like runs into the desert with it, and Mama Camel's like, "What the fuck, bro?" Which, for those of you who don't know, camels are scary. They have canines, they have very sharp teeth, they will fuck you up. And so he's carrying Mama Camel's baby and like turns around to face Mama Camel, puts her baby down, and she's like, "Oh, well, I gotta check on my baby." So she's checking on the baby, and he's booking it back to the fucking truck. And you're looking at this, and you're like, "This is a thing that he did not have to think." So that means he didn't have to think about it. He's done it before. He's done it so frequently that he does not have to think
He knows
about
the
it.
standard operating procedure.
It is the standard operating procedure. Pick up calf, run into desert, put calf down between me and angry Mama Camel, go back to car. So.
You can just drive around it.
I mean, camels are fucking big. Have you seen a camel?
Camel's a desert moose.
They are a desert moose.
I think they're losing the fight here.
Oh, shit's on fire. Good luck, bro.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom. Yeah, welcome back.
Is the other houses gonna catch on fire too? That's out of fire. Oh, good job. You guys put out the ground. Are you already rebuilding it? Generally, I have to tell them to rebuild it. I guess I don't have to tell them to rebuild it here.
That's pretty cool. That's nice.
Why is shit burning down? Yeah, it was a lightning strike, and it was like lightning strike, rubble. Like you don't have a choice there. We're gonna get more lumber.
Act of God.
Whatever the clothing supply stall, they should be good with that. Food stall, firewood stall. Do we not have a tanner yet? No, we probably don't. That's probably why.
Yeah, they stink.
Yeah, they do. Where? Yeah, you don't need to be there anymore. You need to be a tanner instead, so you do that. And that will give us a stall. Beat, do you, any particular tips that you want? Because I've honestly played this game, oh Christ, entirely too many hours to the point that I burnt myself out on it and then quit for a while. And I've come back because we had somebody who is another big player of the game and was like, "Hey, did you see the new patch?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it didn't really seem like it added much." So I was like, what the hell? Harper's here. She knows stuff about, like, we've gone through dyeing. We've gone through whatever, Lady of the Laking threads with forbidden noodles. We've gone through null binding. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. We can have that up. I mean, I've got a giant shield in the background that I've made. We're going to use my crest. Sure, that's fine. Plus, it was cold downstairs, so I got to throw on my my Under Armour. Literal Under Armour, like a Gambeson. Plus, I look good in this shit.
Yeah, you do.
So, thank you.
You're welcome. I can't lie.
Good girl.
Fuck off.
Oh, no, Ken wasn't supposed to be here when I said that. I thought you went to bed.
Wow. Wow.
What was I saying? Anyway, wait.
Medieval games, we were burnt out on it.
Yeah, so I'm picking it back up. I don't have, like, everything top of my head. I'm just, like, remembering new stuff. I'm too tired to even have a reaction. Good. But yeah, honestly, this is the first time we've had such a good plot of land because I've got a rich iron deposit and we've got really, really rich fields. So I was like, yeah, we could just screw around with this one. I've saved it. I could restart it if I wanted to because it's going to be hard to mess this one up. And I kind of also want to see what happens if that does happen. How are you creating so much more than these guys are generating? All right, fine. 2 charcoals.
2 jerkles?
Charcoals.
Charcoals. Okay.
Yeah, we have to go through charcoal. This is why I need logs.
I definitely heard jerkles, and I was like, is that a combination of jerk, gerbil, and I'm not entirely sure what?
Yee.
Oh, good.
All right, something's... Oh, right. I needed the tanner to make some leather. So we're just waiting on him. And you are running a market stall, so what are you mad about? We have a clothing stall. Leather, linen, yarn. If you don't have it, then who does?
Take the yarn. I'll make the yarn. I'm lying. I don't actually know how to spin. If I learn how to spin, I'm literally only half a step away from getting sheep and literally never leaving my house again.
I mean, you'd have to go out to get, to deal with the sheep.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to necessarily leave my house.
Night kettle. What do you mean? Oh, is your house just going to have like a salé for the sheep to
When I
walk
say
through?
house, I mean my property.
Oh, okay. You need 3 charcoal workers for every 1 wood color. The ratio is all messed up. Yeah, at that point, I'm just going to turn off. Like, if this gets full, we're just turning it off. Does the storehouse hold wood? No, but that works out okay because we were still selling firewood. We should probably stop selling firewood and start selling charcoal. Just have more people working on charcoal. Can I? No, it's going to cost money. It's not one that I can just be like, yeah, export. Yeah, it doesn't. No. Because I know we're making a bunch of money just selling firewood because they just create ridiculous amounts of firewood, and I'm okay with that. I almost wonder if, just based on the sheer amount of firewood they create, if it doesn't just make more sense to only use the woodcutter. Because, yeah, I know the charcoal turns it into twice as much wood, but with as fast as they make the firewood, it feels like using the families to make the charcoal is actually less efficient, if that makes sense, if you know what I'm talking about. But I already need it because I need it for the deep mine.
It's economy of scale. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine. We'll get the deep mine up and running. And eventually somebody's going to build. Okay, there we go. Clothing stall is up. It probably just doesn't have anything in it yet. Yeah. Somebody's doing something. The tanners move so fast with what they do that honestly, they probably already done everything they were going to do. We're out of hide. No, they've still got hides. They just have to deliver them. And once that happens, because they only pull clothing like once a year or something, whereas food and firewood is once a month. So once that gets in there, we're going to have so many. How did I punch the lapel mic off of here? I don't even need this right now, but I'm curious as to what the fuck I did. There we go.
Yeet. What you do?
Well, remember that the microphone is hooked up into the broadcasting computer. My gaming computer generally doesn't have a microphone attached to it. So if we play any games that are multiplayer that require a microphone, or have a horror game that requires a microphone, it can't hear me at all. So we've tried to play these games before where they're like, oh, it has a microphone, it can hear you. Or sometimes it doesn't tell you.
That kind of thing, yeah.
And it can't get me because I literally don't have a sound card. So it goes through the video card. And it uses, the audio of the video card. But there's no microphone input. So I have to install a USB one, and then I have to clip this onto this. So when I'm talking into here, because I'm focused on this, that the lapel mic can also pick me up. And I don't know what I did there. I must have punched the damn thing. I was about to say, it helps keeping firewood coverage for large towns, less trips for warehouse workers to keep stalls stocked. Yeah, that's true. Well, doesn't the firewood stall stock both? Yeah, it does some weird stuff. I could probably set the storehouse to hold not firewood, but yes, for charcoal. Where is it? All right. Because this is the only thing we want actually stocking that stuff. I bet you this one's still set to... No. Oh, I stayed on top of that. Look at me. I love how they're right on top of this. And I thought they did. I was like, oh, that's cool. They'll automatically rebuild stuff if it gets hit by lightning. And that's neat. And yet, I had an orchard, which orchards for... Harbor doesn't know. So, for her benefit, if you plant an orchard, you have to wait 3 years to get full anything from it because you're growing trees. 3 is pretty generous.
That makes sense, yeah.
And there was a lightning strike and it burned down the house. The orchard's still there, but because the house burnt down, and I'm like, okay, well, they'll just rebuild it. And I didn't pay any attention to it. For whatever reason, they did not rebuild it. You had to go and click rebuild.
Oh, man.
And I lost my entire orchard because nobody was managing the trees. And I'm like, how did the trees all disappear?
Yeah.
And again, early access, but I don't understand what the difference is between whether or not you have to tell them to rebuild it or not. Like, just rebuild the damn thing. Here we go.
Yeah. I get the premise, but I disagree with the execution.
Yeah. Good plan on paper. Execution could be better. Yeah. Are we really out of stall space? No. Order to our trader available in 13 days. What are you talking? I must have bought an oxen and wasn't paying attention, which is really weird because it's November. All right, all new people that are coming in, we're going to have to start moving over to... How did we lose 4 equipment? Did bandits steal my fucking fighting equipment? I should have 20 people. Or 20 whatever worth of... You know what? It doesn't matter. After these get upgraded...
Stuff.
Yeah, 20 stuff.
20 stuff.
We're going to start making spears and joinery equipment. Which, for those who don't know, the joiner can make big shields. And spearmen are pretty good because bandits are stupid and they just attack and they run right at the spearmen and...
Spears are good weapons,
Yeah.
man. You get distance, you get actual, like, physics on your side. They're great.
Oh, that's a good point. Wait, did they have 4 of them in one building? Seems a little much. What do you got in general storage? Yep. Yeah, Zalzabub's correct. That was 4 spears, 4 shields. They burnt down in the house. I was blaming bandits.
The damn weather.
Yeah, lightning. You don't think lightning be like that, but I do.
Zeus was like, hey, fuck you.
All right, we have one pit, or one pit, one group of individuals not doing anything. So what say, let me get some stuff set up over here. You need notify. Oh, right, it's stone camp. Not a mining pit, it's a stone camp. It's different. That one really doesn't matter as much.
Not touching that with a 10-foot
What sex joke did I not even recognize that I made?
Oh, it wasn't a sex joke. It
Oh,
was
okay.
a high joke.
Okay. But, yeah, but also, to hell with those bandits. So here's a tip for you if you're still around. I beat 420. Only build, when you very first start up your town, and I'm running way behind on this one, but only start up with 3 market stalls because you only need 3. Up until about 25, I think, living space. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure it's 25. I don't remember why. And it might, I think it's because of food stall. Food stalls can only hold 50, but you need 2 different types of that food. Am I going to run out of actual food? And like, no, it's 24 months. Where the hell's the, oh, it's in the granary. I think it's because of the food stalls. You only need 3 up until about 25 houses. And if you have any more than that, you get people running stalls that don't help at all. That's just another person that is hauling stuff, maybe to a stall, maybe isn't, just hanging out there, not doing literally anything else they could be. We do need to move on to, actually, this looks like a good road for veggie gardens. And what? I don't know how I did that. I have never blasted off, and that was the Kerbal Space Program, medieval style. All right, let's move this somewhere. Maybe back for the berries. Yeah, that's fine. Put this here. I'll take care of all the trees over there. We're going to build some houses over here. We have a street that goes... Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, makes perfect fucking sense. The fuck? Let's try that again.
So great.
Right, snap to other nations' roads. All right, if we go across here, is that going to get rid of that? I'm hoping it's going to get rid of this weird-ass log here. I know it's just a cosmetic thing. It doesn't matter. Oh, that's right. I need to do like a baseball diamond thing for maximum veggie load. Give me a second. I know that doesn't make any sense at all to everybody listening, but...
I was going to say, you were just bitching about a log. Just get a beaver.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah.
So the idea here, you see how the little house with the hammer in it exists there? There's a one with another one, and a house with a plus, and a house. What we really want here is the little house.
On the prairie.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that, because otherwise I was going to say it. What we want is that house to be as small as possible,
Mm.
And then as much of this as we can get, like so.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
So if I minus that out, that's not good. That's like only half of that's going to be vegetable field and the rest of this is going to be wasted. So, not what I want to do. If I go up at least maybe here. Zalzabos says, I found out it doesn't matter who runs the stall. Granary and storehouse workers always handle the stocking. So you don't actually want those people as the stall peddlers. Very counterintuitive.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Unless it's based on, I guess it would depend on what the production is. Because a lot of the times the stockers aren't doing anything if there's nothing to run around and stock either. But yeah, it doesn't really explain. Well, that's the exact opposite. What if I rotate this? That's worse. This is different, but I don't think I mind that. I can get away with doing another one similarly. I don't think I've seen a little guest house over here.
It is really cute.
But I like the vegetable garden option for here. So let's get that one up. We'll see how that works. I don't think I've done triangle houses before. We'll let that test, see how many veggies we get out of it, and move on from that. But yeah, like if I've got... You say it doesn't matter, but if I've got a woodcutter, and let's say it's this woodcutter out here, and you're not supposed to be running a stall. There we go. If I've got the woodcutter out here, and they're running a stall, that's still one person that would otherwise be woodcutting, walking from here, taking stuff all the way back over here to the market. If I just set my granary and my storehouse here as the people running the market, these are my market people. I want them living near the market. I want them working near the market and manning the market. I can have other storehouses and granaries, no problem, somewhere else doing something else. And they're not running the market. And they can be running over and they can be supplementing these storehouses. But these aren't really storehouses. They just happen to store things and be houses. But realistically, these are my market workers. And that's what I want. I want the logistics. I want the speed of them being living near here, working near here, and getting shit done. And typically what I'll do is I'll have a market here in the center. I'll have storehouses and granaries around it, and then I will have tier 3 houses around that, as well as the church. You want your foragers handling food stalls? No. My foragers are out here. I don't want them walking from there all the way back over here. They need to stay over here. In my really efficient builds in the past, I had houses out here, and the people who lived here worked here. So I had little, like, there was no commuting. I know I've named my place Springfield, and I shouldn't do that. But in this situation, what's up? Can we upgrade this to a deep mine now? After we get 10 planks.
Well, it is 1:30. Uchava. I'm going to try to go to bed again.
Attempt number 2 from Harper.
Attempt number 2. If I fail this time, I don't know what I'm going to do. So, good night, y'all.
Night, Harper. Thanks for hanging out. They don't stock the market stalls, is what I'm saying. Yeah, they do. The granary worker still stocks it, even though they don't run it. Right, but they're still running it. Like, somebody's still running it, and I don't want someone who's supposed to be keeping up with picking berries standing over here. They have another job entirely. And I don't mind making another building over here. Remember, these are location-based. The berry deposit over here. The iron is over here. The market's wherever the hell I want it, and the other stuff could be wherever I want it too. Oh, Off-White, yeah, you're at, first of all, welcome first time chatter, and second of all, you're in the same time zone as I am.
This is heavier than it looks.
In the past, I'd been like, oh, sleep, really? But no, sleep is actually very important. So please get some. And thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking, and I hope you sleep well, and I hope it is productive. In my experience, I've watched them, unless it's new with this patch. The person that runs the stall absolutely does go over to stock, or they can go over to stock it. Other people can stock it as well. But I guess my point is, I don't want somebody who's supposed to be, like, part of their family is working over here, because then they're wandering back and forth. I want them working and living right here, because they're faster at it then. And then if somebody else wants to help them stock it, then they also work here, and it's faster. Everything should be localized because logistics is what kills you in this game. Or that and not paying attention to fuel and other stuff. I'm sure both methods work. It's just, for me, it's an efficiency thing. Said the guy who's not really paying attention to efficiency right now. Night, Alex. Yeah, this is why we have the Westminster chime that I regularly apparently do not hear. It's supposed to tell me to go to sleep now that we're in Fox After Dark mode. I want to see you make more unique buildings. We should make more unique buildings. I've been neglecting. We'll make a corpse pit eventually. We do need to get a farm up. Now's not a bad time to start building it, actually. Off-White, do you have the game, or are you looking at buying it? You should get a forester's hut somewhere up, too. How many logs do we have spare? We have tons of timber. Where's my logging camp? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We'll put a forester here. See how much work they can get. Okay. I was going to say, are you a current lord? Or are you a wandering knight looking for the king's accolade? Is it accolade? I think that's what switched you from a knight to a lord, was the king's accolade. Depending. We're in Franconia 1390 or so. Yeah, the game is actually pretty... Well, I say the game's pretty forgiving because I've never actually lost a game of this. But a lot of people have also said it can be really difficult. We have the forager, we have the hunter, we have all the basic stuff. All of those are up and being built. We don't need a pack station yet. If anything, we should expand our trade, but I've been neglecting... Are you upgraded? Nice, here we go. Oh, I need planks. I was like, what? All right, somebody get this up and running. We should have plenty of logs over here already. Yeah, it's one of those games where the game can be frustrating and difficult in the beginning, and then once you understand how it works, or at least most of how it works, it suddenly becomes too easy. I was either very fortunate in the beginning, or I've played a lot of games in the past where you act as both a governor and a tactician, that I never had any problem with the game. And it was just, you just run through the scenarios, and it was fun.
Hey, bring that piece over here.
And for some reason, people enjoyed watching it. We do need more farmland. What does this look like for farmland? What do we got? Emmer over here. I think barley was the sticking point. We've got a couple patches that barley are nice on. We're not building it here. So yeah, as we deforest everything, we'll switch to the barley, but flax is over there. That isn't too thick. And I would like quite a bit of wheat. We'll do a couple of Morgans of each. You mind making a row of low-income housing? If that makes sense, I would like to see how it would look. Actually, that's what I did, was this right here. Here, we can go into first-person mode if you'd like to see it closer. Excuse me. But yeah, these are level 1. I've just gotten these set to level 2. I guess so. Technically, those ones right there that have the plaster walls, as opposed to the wooden, or do we not have wattle? These are probably plaster and wattle. This one is level 1 because this is the one that burnt down. I think they finished rebuilding it. And we've got a little wattle walls here, or wattle fences. That one's tier 2. That one's tier 2. Thatch roof is tier 1. What are they called? It's not slate. Shims? It's not shims. Drawing blanks. Shakes. They're called shakes. For the roofs here. These are level 2. Is that the most house you can fit? Like, could you make more? Oh, absolutely. And what is the smallest? Sure. Like, if you want to, let's go across this area right here. I can make this an American subdivision if you'd like. Let's say I said that right there. I don't have the logs for it right now, but I can show you. We can fit that many houses in that direction. And if I wanted to, I can rotate them. Which, this is very much American development style. Minus it out. And I can make this all one big development plot if I wanted to here. A whole bunch of wasted space in this area, and it'd be difficult to work all of this. This would only be a vegetable garden, because if you made this one big house, and then made it like, I don't know, a blacksmith or a chicken coop, all of this space would be wasted. The game will let you do it if you want to, for the aesthetic. But, for example, if I swing these down, you'll see that little plus. You can make them that big if you like. These are about, the houses that you're seeing here are about as small as I can make them while also having a backyard. Or when I say backyard, I mean a workshop. So if I go through and make itty bitty house here, I don't want to do it that way. Even that's too small, or that's too big, because this would be a house with a guest house, so it could technically house 2 families at once, but there's no workshop. Notice there was that no little house with the little hammer on it. So even that's kind of small. Let me see if I can make this 2. There. So that would be 2 houses. And that's about as small as the house goes. Realistically, because there's some snap to, you can turn off snapping buildings to roads. You can't kind of do it when you're setting up plots for some reason. I think I could build the plot without the... No, I think it needs road access. Let's find out. I don't think I've tried doing that. Go to here, to here. Oh, yeah, you can. So you can build the road after the fact. I just do this, this, and this. Too small. All right, let's back it up one. Still too small. All right, then. Plot too small. I don't think that plot's too small. Really? I guess that would be about the smallest you can get it. But you're kind of throwing away the opportunity for maybe chickens or veggie garden. Well, you're not going to do a veggie garden like that. Maybe an extra... It's kind of a trade-off because you get... There's... I'm trying to remember what the hell the trade-offs are. Back for sure. Hit the plus until it stops. It starts out at the max. You have to hit the minus until it stops. Because I can't add plot divisions to this. It'll automatically give you the maximum number of houses you can fit into a spot. I hope that answers your questions. All right, let's get this. We're going to expand the living space because I want another family living here. And it's going to take them a bit to get in here anyway. Then we'll do vegetable garden. We need to do farmland. That was the other one, goats. Thank you. Because I was supposed to have gone to only goat sheds in the beginning because eggs, meat, and hunting for furs is a big scam. The trade-off, I assume, is increased population, less productivity, as in no benefit. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, there's no reason in having a large backyard unless you're doing orchards or vegetable gardens, as far as I know. As for 1 versus 2 families, the big thing that took me a long time, I think a viewer had to tell me, if you upgrade the family before you upgrade the house, like if you're at Burgess, if you're at plot level 1, I don't say Burgess plot because it's just mortgage plot. Like we don't say mortgage plot anymore. It's a plot. It just means you're leasing from the king as opposed to owning it until you die. If you don't upgrade the family, the extra family at plot level 1, you won't hit maximum population. You can have 3 families living in a single house if you upgrade the family like level each time. Or maybe it was just if you do it the first time. We're going to find out here in a second. How are we looking? Yeah, the berries are actually doing pretty good for us right now. Animals are recovering. I'm trying to remember what the difference is based on family. I think the difference is that you don't get as much taxes. Like from a level 3, it's just based, the taxes are paid on based on the house itself. But if you have 3 families stored in one house, then they still, is it that they eat they consume the same amount of food? I genuinely do not recall. It's been a minute since I played it. I think it's changed between patches. Zalzabug probably knows. You get 4 families with a level 3 with the guest house. Yeah. So lots of people, and you would want that for orchards and really big vegetable gardens. Food, firewood, and clothing needs are by the house. Taxes are by the family. Oh, is it the king's? Yeah, that sounds right. I knew it was something that, like, it doesn't make sense because I guess firewood makes sense. Food and clothing doesn't. But hey, we're in early access. I remembered it. I was like, yeah, it's kind of forgiving, honestly. And if we were looking at Emmer, okay, well, that could be better. Why don't we put the farmhouse? Right off the King's Road. Because we are going to start farming. We have too many families to not farm anymore. Put it right about... And with the new system, it doesn't make any sense to do single house plots. Yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm like, where are you going with this and how are you going to make this beneficial? Because the last time I played, I had it all figured out for min-maxing. And then I sat back down here after weeks because I've been working in the house. And I was like, I don't remember how the hell we were doing this. Where can the windmill go? What's your efficiency? You don't want to be here for some reason? The fuck is your problem? You set to snap to roads. Okay. Wait, I'm dumb. Cancel. Delay that. Get that mill. And the farmhouse here. Where the fertility isn't as good. Which realistically probably means I should be over here for that. But this will do for right now. We can always redo these. Like, fields are not a big deal to redo. They don't cost anything to build. Let's get a nice Morgan plot set up here. It's probably a bit much. You're not going to let me do this, are you? Yeah, okay, I'll do it the other way then. You're not going to let me do it that way either. All right, fine. That's fine. I understand. You like that if you like. Like at this point, just give me an MS Paint tool. We're going to start out with 1 Morgan Fields. We can probably do a lot more. Oh, well, you let me do it like that, huh? Why? That must be at the edge of my property. It's not showing me... Wait, I can go over here? But I can't go over here. What? All right, yeah, sure, do that. Where the hell is my property at? I couldn't go inside of my property, but I can barely go outside of it. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I'm not going to complain about that. We'll get on that later. Yeah, Zalzabub, I am of the mindset that if something doesn't make sense but it works in the player's favor in early access, continue to do that. Maybe with a caveat that later on it will get harder. Like we didn't have the King's Tax before it, and then we did, and it was a struggle. I will say the first time I played with the King's Tax, but it got fine. Ooh, what? How? Oh, because it hasn't been built yet, right? How could I have possibly done that? Anyway, it was a struggle when it first came out, but I was just like, all right, let me adapt to the tactic or the dynamic or whatever the hell it is, and it'll be fine. And it was. And then it was actually made easier. So, is it super easy if you're just entering the game? No, but learn. Yeah, it wasn't even this patch. King's Tax got nerfed with the last patch. Maybe they nerfed it again.
Bring this here, move that there.
Let's get some stone in so we can get more granaries. Kind of just need one person at each of these little places. Taking care of little things. There's a new family moving in. Somebody still working out here? Oh. You need to not be working out here anymore. Somebody needs to haul all that back somewhere else. And we need to continue. And we just need to get the manor set up, honestly. Because we have 55 days. So, yeah, why don't we work on that? I don't think we're going to get that done in 55 days. Not with the clay that we need. Yeah, it might have been a little lax on what we're doing. Oh, they nerfed it harder? Look at your tax right now. I don't owe anything right now. I was waiting for the King's Tax to kick in. And I know it is now based on, like, number of years, and I think it was just based on town level before, and I think now it's based on total number of years. Yeah. It was a challenge in the last patch. I didn't have any problem with it. As long as you understood how like trading worked. Like right now, yeah, it would probably be kicking my ass because I haven't played the game so long. But frankly, I haven't had the game has been made easier because I've got so much damned money, and all I'm trading right now is friggin' firewood. 5, 10, and 15. Which by 15, I don't think I saw 15 in the first 2 years I played. At 10, I was like, the game's kind of over right now, isn't it? And that was when I took more of a, sort of a more casual approach. So we could just chat about it while we were playing. This raider attack may be problematic. I'm also not taxing anybody, so I can't hire any mercenaries. I haven't attacked any bandits, so I don't have any money on that. I've forgotten a lot of the lessons. I guess we could just go attack them. Do we have enough? Probably not. But it's not like anybody's doing anything right now. So if we went and attacked that bandit camp, I bet now is actually probably the best time to do it. I bet that there's nobody at this bandit camp. We could go take that, get some money, have some mercenaries for when the raider attack starts. Because I don't see us getting that that manor house up and running in time. Stop sprinting. I really wish they would take that off by default. Fastest way to exhaust your units. If you guys could just, go over there and grab that. Or not, thanks. There you go. Right click. It's right click. Sorry about that part. And that's going to mean that we have a lot less productivity until they get that done. So while they're working on that, let's figure out where the manor is going to go. So on the top of the hill, there's the topology. Yeah, right about. Not enough goods. Which goods do I not have enough of? Probably stone. And planks. So yeah, we can't make the manor anyway. So it was a good time to go grab some stuff. Not really. It's probably a better time to be mining those things instead. But like I said, we had I guess over. I have had the game kick my ass in the past and was able to recover. I would be surprised if I couldn't here. But in fairness, I have always been very defensive and very focused on defense in the past, and defense and military. So this might be the first time where we do actually get wiped out. And frankly, I don't mind if Springfield bursts down. I can restart it and then, pay attention as opposed to kind of using it as just chatting. In the past, every time we've gone through and played this, I have been really nose down focused and then got to the part where the town kind of runs itself after a while. And that was when I started chatting. This is the first time we've gone into it brand new BSing about stuff because I wasn't planning on playing Manor Lords tonight. Okay, if you guys could walk over there faster, that'd be cool. Hell, I hope they get over there in time. Why should there be like a bandit camp right over? Nope. That's the only one right now. Do you remember how much you get from that? Like 100 or so? As long as we get some mercs that'll show up near where we're... Selbitz, Nuzlo, Eichenho. Oh, okay, yeah. They'd be close enough. Because the raiders are going to probably spawn like right on top of us. Just assume worst case scenario. See, wouldn't this be cool as a diorama? If you get really... Because remember, if you're looking at like this, from this camera angle on a diorama, because you're like a little car or something, we're not looking for that time period, but you wouldn't be able to see anything else. So all you really have to do is worry about the skybox. So it doesn't matter how far it goes. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Yes, I clicked the right one. Scared myself there because I was like, shit, I think I clicked the wrong one. All right, you guys, now you can sprint back. Because I don't care how exhausted you are when you get back to town. And that way, when the bad guys show up in a month, we'll just hire some mercenaries to kill them. Soldiers full in the stonecutters camp. Guess what that means? We don't need any stonecutters anymore. At least not right now. We can build the granary. We need somebody on the sawmill. We have somebody on the sawmill. Then what the fuck were we missing? Oh, nothing? Okay. Yeah. Fort in the Hill. That's great for right now. Just put that together. Thanks. Maybe the garrison tower. I don't think you guys are going to build that in 30 days, but hey, sure, maybe. I guess I should build a road to it that's a little easier to get to. Well, you know what? I'm going to run in real time. No, I'm not. I'm going to run as fast as possible so these guys can get back. So they're going to be exhausted. And because... I have to click off, click back on. Because they're already moving at such a slow speed anyway, I can just disband the unit. And I'm going to give you guys a little cinematic view while I hit the restroom. I'll be right back. Stay around. It's time for war. I just realized Harper didn't log out of Discord. So I guess I should move her, or technically Mandy's character, to the AFK channel. That way it disappears. And then I can kill the screen description. There we go. You having cricket tacos, Raz? I don't know where she even found this plate. I don't remember why we had it. I don't think we ever actually used it as a plate. The sausage plate that was delivered to me. Back when Zootopia came out. I'm told the crickets are crunchy. So can I set this as the highest priority? Where the hell is it? Apparently not. Wait, did that actually go through? Did that order not happen? Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's set this as the highest priority. Everybody's on that. Who's doing what? What do we have? Plenty of fuel, good bit of food, lots of people. I do want all of those working. You need to not be doing that. So that'd be working over here. Is the storehouse holding leather? Yes, good. So that means they can be selling both. They can work at the firewood stall and leather. Which means another family should probably pick this up. Because otherwise they're not picking this up. This is another... Zalzabub, let me ask you about this one. What I started doing with my storehouses was start making it so that I only put one family in each. Because you only get 2 carts. And they were only carrying... What? At the time, they were only carrying 1 item if they're walking around. But if they have the cart, they're carrying 10. So I was like, why would I put more than one family in one of these storehouses? Even at one family, you've got one person walking around only hauling 1 item. Unless it's eggs. In which case, eggs, I didn't have a problem with it. Because they're only generally picking up like 1 at a time anyway. Asada. Asada are beef, I think. Carne asada. Steak. $22 days. You should have plenty of time for the mercs. I would like our guys to get some experience, but yeah, we're not hiring these guys. They're not going to be here in time. Oh shit, these changed. I guess we better get these guys. Do we get the well-disciplined fighters that come in as Selbits? Or do we get the guys that show up in Zweiau? Hold on. Let's take a look. Fuck. Selbits, Zweiau. So they're either come from over here or come from down here. It's literally 6 of one, half dozen of another. Regardless, I need to get them down here fast because, yeah, things switched up. So, for twice as much, you get 33% more. You guys are sword and board. As much as I appreciate it, as you can see from the shield behind me, the spearmen are gonna be more useful in a defensive battle, and you guys cost less. So, the company is ready to serve you as long as you have coins. All right, Khajiit, get over here. I guess they'll be here eventually. Next payment in 30 days. Well, the attack is in 22. I'm probably going to wind up paying them twice, but that was probably too early. I'm going to waste 50 unless I'm really good about this. It really depends on where the bandits come from. If they come from foreign borders, it's a problem. One family is best for fetching, but they don't use carts for stocking stalls. I've seen them use carts for stocking stalls. Unless that's changed as well. Like that is at multiple times. Unless you mean a storehouse family that is not working at the market will not therefore use the cart to stock the market for the person working the market. Because I've seen both the person working the market stock it. I don't think I've ever seen those people use carts. But I have seen other people. They might. It's not to say that they don't, but I have never seen them do that. But I have seen others, like someone was working the market and somebody else showed up with a cart to fill the market stall. Does that highlight them or can I not? No, I can't highlight them from out here. Yeah. All right, you guys need to be over here. I don't know how long it's going to take them to walk over here. But they'll serve for 29 days. We have 21 before the attack. For big towns, more families is better at this stage. I agree that one family is optimal. I just wind up creating, like I said, I typically just wind up making it so I have multiple houses. What I would really prefer to have is multiple families in a single house, but be able to upgrade to, I don't know, 9, 18 cart. And make it so everybody has a cart. Like, I would rather have a surplus of carts and them not doing anything than have one idiot walking around. Like, yeah, I guess it's kind of dumb to walk around with